tell him about a mistake that I'd made. So again, another question that I had prepared. So it was a positive for me. And I chose a mistake that I'd made early on in my career. I chose a very sort of low risk mistake, and actually one that probably wouldn't have caused any harm to the patient, but significant enough that it was a lesson that needed to be learned.
Did you just play it safe?
But no, it was a genuine mistake. So the mistake that I had made, I was my first plastic surgery job. The consultant had done a reconstruction on the patient's back after they'd had developed a pressure sore, and she was really hungry. She really needed to go to the toilet. Basically, really needed to leave the theatre. So she asked me if I could transfer the patient. So I was obviously brand new, and yes, technically I'd done my manual handling. I could transfer a patient, but I'd never transferred a patient from prone to supine before. But actually, I felt safe enough because there were about 5 or 6 people in theatre with me. So I thought, yeah, there's so many people here. They all seem quite comfortable. I'll help transferring the patient. And as I was transferring the patient, I hadn't paid attention to the drain, and then the drain came out. So she was obviously extremely upset. The drain obviously is there in case there's any collection, hematoma, seroma, or anything like that. But actually, we kept a good eye on the patient, presented it, taught my junior colleagues about it, made sure that any time I transferred a patient that the drain was being looked at. And actually what I did say was that my personal reflection on that, if I didn't know how to do something or I didn't know what I didn't know, just to ask or to say, I've never done this before. And then